What happens when you're navigating parenthood, and you have two older sisters who just happen to be the Princess of Wales and Pippa Matthews? For James Middleton, it's a close-knit support system that offers both practical advice and emotional reassurance. In a candid new interview, James shared how he regularly turns to his sisters for guidance as he raises his young son, Inigo, with wife Alizée Devinet. James, 38, welcomed his son Inigo in September 2023, and he's not shy about seeking help from his sisters when needed. "They're definitely at the end of the phone if we need a bit of advice," he said. Beyond practical tips, James spoke about the confidence his sisters, Kate and Pippa, give him, particularly during the more anxious moments of parenthood, like when cold season strikes. "You're always on edge with being a parent, particularly this time of year with coughs and colds and sniffles going around the place," he explained, emphasizing how much his sister's support helps him through those tough times. But the support doesn't just flow one way. James revealed that his sisters also turned to him for advice, this time, about dogs. "We're a very close family," he said, reflecting on the strong bond they shared despite their busy lives. James, who has a deep love for dogs, often helps with advice about pets, especially given his experience with his beloved Cocker Spaniels. James also shared that Inigo is lucky to benefit from hand-me-downs from his royal cousins, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. "One of the wonderful things about being the youngest sibling and having children last is that there is an abundance of paraphernalia that comes in very handy," he laughed, highlighting the practical advantages of being the last to have children in a family with such close-knit ties. James and Alizée are raising Inigo bilingually, with Alizée speaking exclusively in French and James communicating in English. "He's in that sort of Duolingo aspect of being slightly slower in speaking, but sentences will be half French, half English. It's wonderful to watch," James shared with pride, emphasizing the joy of watching his son develop in a bilingual environment. Despite their varied commitments, the Middleton family remains incredibly close, gathering regularly as an extended family. "I think we're really fortunate to be a very close family, and so we get together as a family relatively regularly, and love that opportunity," James explained. The presence of 7 grandchildren in the family ensures plenty of opportunities for cousins to bond and create lasting memories together. "There's 7 grandchildren, so 6 cousins for him, and it's wonderful them spending time together and making memories," James added, showcasing the importance of these family moments. Interestingly, young Inigo remains blissfully unaware of the royal standing of his Wales cousins. James noted that Inigo enjoys the company of his cousins without any notion of their royal titles. This innocence was evident during a heartwarming moment in Kate's recent video about her cancer recovery, where her parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, were seen playing cards with the Wales family at Enra Hall. The closeness of the family shines through in these everyday moments, reinforcing the strong bond they share. James also shared the touching story of how he met his wife, Alizée, which, in hindsight, was all thanks to his beloved dog, Ella. In 2018, while James was recovering from clinical depression, Ella wandered over to Alizée's table at a private members' club in London. When James approached to retrieve his dog, Alizée mistakenly thought he was staff, and in a mix-up, ordered drinks from him. When James explained the situation by settling her bill and leaving his phone number, Alizée realized her mistake. The couple married 3 years later, and James reflected on how that moment completely changed the course of his life. "If that moment hadn't been seized, I wouldn't have met my wife, I wouldn't have my beautiful son, and my life could have taken a very different turn," he said, underscoring the significance of that chance encounter.